Modern women are regretting their promiscuous past.
I am not capable of casual hookups anymore, you guys. Clearly, I hadn't hooked up with anyone for 4 months, which is like the longest it's been probably since I've been sexually active. Yeah, and I gave in and I let my guard down, and holy fuck, sex is really sacred. I'm a little bit mad at myself that I shared it so willy-nilly. Holy fuck, I did not realize how much I have been craving a really deep love. I'm a sensitive girl, you guys, holy shit. But now I know. Hookups are not for me. I used to be able, like a year ago, if you asked me all the names of people I hooked up with, I couldn't tell you. But yeah, wow, sex is sacred.
Should have thought of that earlier.
She belongs to the street.
I actually like you. Like, I literally have said, like, I would sign an NDA and, like, never, like, let people know about our relationship, but, like, I actually like you.
So, confirm or deny, are you a pathological liar?
But I'm not a whore anymore. I don't do porn anymore. But I literally said I would stop being a whore for you, and I literally stopped porn.
Listen, you're an attractive woman, but the fact that you've done porn and...
It was a hiccup.
It is 100% a deal breaker. Like,
but I said, I'm sorry, and I literally quit being a thought.
Thank you for your apology.
And, like, my pussy's, like, great.
I accept your apology for doing porn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just not gonna happen.
Brian, why? Like, because I used to be a whore. Like,
Used to?
You still are. How many people have quit?
I don't know. I have to check my list.
Fucking hell, you got a list?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Alright.
I think it's like 22 or something.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Show the camera, show the camera.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the? Oh my God!
Studies show that the higher a woman's body count, the more difficult it is for her to have a stable life, because she is now a bundle of experiences. Women are receivers. Every time a woman gets laid, she takes a part of that man's complexities and adds them to her own. So for a woman who gets laid now and then by different men, she is no longer just a receiver, she's a dump. A couple of women share their regrets after living a slutty life. I regret it deeply. Looking back, it was so shallow. I've always wanted what older couples have. That one soul you can talk to for hours about everything. You will never find that at a bar or after a one-night stand. Yes, I regret it. Most of my sexual experiences were fun at the moment, and immediately after, I wished I hadn't done it. I now realize that even though the chase is very thrilling to me, the regret I feel after sex isn't worth it. Most of my flings weren't with anyone I had real feelings for either. I don't look back fondly on any of my previous sexual encounters either. I'm now in a relationship with someone I truly love, and I would give anything to give him my whole physical self. If I could tell my younger self one piece of advice, it would be to not sleep around. 27-year-old woman for reference. Any promiscuous woman who tries to place her life situation against what it would have been if she had not lived a whole life always comes to this point where they wish they had chosen another life path. After going on a promiscuous spree, a need for something stable and genuine from a man usually overshadows them, but it comes with a problem. No man is ready to settle with a 304. This is the biggest regret of promiscuous men. They can't find a real man, the kind of man they desire. Hoes are never short of men, but the men around them have needs that they don't have a hard time having met by the women.
I do believe that female body count is really important to men. And I think if I were a guy, I would care about it as well. Here's why. I think that it's a sign of disrespect to yourself to not treat sex as something that has value. And I think that guys still value purity in women. I don't think they have to be virgins, but I think they value women who have been hesitant to put their bodies out there with everyone. In other words, they don't bed hop. Maybe they had a couple of partners, a few partners, but it was people that they really cared about. It was committed relationships. There was monogamy involved. It was a sign of self-respect that those women had because they weren't willing to just sleep with anyone. I watch these videos of girls now, young women, early 20s, and you'll ask them, what's your body count? And they'll say, oh, I don't know, 10, 13, 15. That's gross to me as a female.
Many promiscuous women are regretting because they cannot find good men. I find it a delusion for hoes to demand to settle down with a good man, but the fact that they cannot find those men proves that they regret the kind of life they lived. No man can place value on a woman who has shown how much disrespect she has for her own body, including the men who patronize her. They do not mind having the woman for the fun of it, but I am sure he will never wish for her to be the mother of his kids. Not in the past, not now, and not in recent years to come, will a man have to choose between a hoe and a woman who treats her body with great value and respect, and that man will choose the hoe. Yet that is not the only fear men have. Men know the risks of being involved with such women. These women often lose track of how many partners they've had, or who those partners are. In the end, no man wants to commit to them. Another big part of these 304 regrets is that they have decided to leave that life to settle down. But it is difficult for them because she can't help but compare the man she wants to settle with against the men she has been with. It is difficult for her to accept that all men are not equal, so she becomes self-destructive and a pain in the ass for herself and the man. This is another reason why men don't settle with hoes, because they can never be satisfied. She is full of experiences of men having several better qualities than you, and she wants you to have all of those qualities in one. The hookup culture is a huge contributor to divorce among women. Just think about it. Can you even name one pun star who's got a decent, long-lasting marriage? It's not just about how many people they've slept with or how easy it is to find a hookup. It's about the damn toll it takes on them as individuals. One famous ex-porn star straight up said that industry wrecked her body and her damn soul. This brings me yet to another reason why these women regret that life. The more a lady gives her body to different men, the more loose she becomes. Science backs this up once more. The hormone oxytocin is released during sex, the same hormone that's released when a mother breastfeeds to create a bond with her child. That very same chemical forms a pair bond between partners during sex. The more people someone shares this bond with, the more their ability to form a meaningful, lasting bond gets diluted. This undermines any chance of a long-term relationship. It's not a surprise that these loose women even have segs on their wedding eve. With a little pressure from any man, they have given in because they have lost control over their bodies. If a woman is constantly jumping from one guy to the next, it shows she has zero commitment skills. She's got this entitled attitude of, I can have anyone I want. These promiscuous women always have another guy waiting in the wings because they're clueless about how to handle a real relationship, and they sure as hell don't know how to be single either. A man shares his experience, and that is just a real-life example of what to get from a promiscuous woman, remorseful or not. He met a woman he believed to be 20 years younger than himself and fell deeply in love with her. They spent countless hours together, growing closer and discussing the possibility of marriage. She seemed to be the perfect match for him in many ways, vibrant, charming, and full of life. However, as their relationship began to deepen, she began to open up about her past. One evening, she admitted that she had participated in 2 threesomes with her then husband and his best friend, and had numerous one-night stands with individuals she referred to as friends, and friends with benefits. By this time, her body count was nearing 40, and seemed to view these experiences casually, almost boasting about them. Despite his deep feelings for her, he struggled with the information. He couldn't help but visualize her with all her former partners, and these images haunted him. Making matters worse, she had kept many of these past lovers as friends on Facebook. He could easily match faces with names, deepening his discomfort. Further complicating his feelings was the revelation that she had been married twice before and had cheated on both husbands. Despite his love for her, the combined weight of her past and his inability to reconcile it with his values became too much to bear. He realized that he could not move forward with her while being haunted by the thoughts. Finally, he made the difficult decision to end the relationship. When he finally broke things off, he felt a tremendous weight lift from his shoulders. It was as if he had narrowly avoided a significant mistake. Though the decision was painful, he was convinced that he had made the right choice for his own peace of mind and future happiness. This is what has happened to several women with that past, after getting rejected by the exact kind of man they want. It is then reality dawns on them, and oftentimes it is very late. That's all for today on Manhood. Please click on the like button and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Thank you for being here, and see you in the next one.